Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back on to our summer webinar. Again, this is Mark Herzog. I had the pleasure of hosting our opportunity overview, and I have an unbelievable pleasure right now of introducing one of our co-founders and one of the most powerful business leaders in the world today. This is a gentleman that has created teams that have amassed over 170 to 200,000 team members on many, many countries and many, many continents. He is a leader's leader, right? That's how we define leadership. And he's become one of my very, very good friends. He's somebody that I use as a mentor. He and his wife, Patty, are near and dear to my family's hearts. And there's nobody better to share with you what the pulse is at Invado, right? He's going to share with you some new information. He's going to kick off our training. And if you're a guest on the line today, you could not hear from a better person to really paint a vision and a future of where this thing is going. It's much bigger than I can describe, and really anyone can describe, but I can't think of a better person to do that than a co-founder, top business leader globally, and very, very good friend, Mr. Maronian. Andre, you out there?
I sure am, Mark. Can you hear me okay?
You sound great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello, Invado. I hope everyone is doing well. I want to thank both Josh Jacobson for a phenomenal introduction in the Business Opportunity Meeting, and Mark Herzog, who I'm sure you'd agree, did a phenomenal job representing our company. And that's what Inner Circle is all about. That's what we strive for here with our company, is to help people and attract people like a Mark Herzog, who's just really been a dear friend. But when it comes to what has happened in our business, he didn't really tell you much about himself, other than the fact that, you know, he didn't need to be involved with Invado because he was already doing very well. But at the same time, he found himself, you know, getting started with us and really just, you know, breaking records and really developing leadership. I mean, not only is Mark Herzog a leader, but he has become a leader's leader, somebody that helps other people lead, but then teaches those leaders to continue to lead others. And we are real humbled, excited, and you know, that Mark Herzog is a part of our company, and we know that some big things, he hasn't even, you know, scratched the surface of what he's going to be doing long term with our company. Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate your friendship, your commitment. You are an exact image of what Invado is all about. Thank you very much. Folks, let me talk to you. Let me get right into the information. We have a jam-packed event here today from some of the best people that we have in our company. The cast of leadership that is going to be speaking, although it doesn't represent all our leadership. We could only choose so many speakers, and we really didn't know. You know, I can tell you there's just so many great people in our company. But I want to thank those leaders that took the time. The quality of the information that you're going to hear today is truly going to put you way ahead of those that are not on here today. So I want to encourage you. I know that maybe some of you are guests on the line, and maybe you were just joining us to find out if you saw an opportunity, but I can tell you that and encourage you that if you don't have anything out of this world pressing, do your best to remain on as much of this as possible. We're going to be on till 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be closing it out in the end with some really exciting stuff, but we got to start with exciting stuff. We got to have exciting stuff in the middle and some exciting stuff in the end, and I can tell you that you are about to be blown away with Invado International, especially with what we're doing now. Matter of fact, I want to welcome you to the new Invado, and I want to talk to you about some of our philosophies. I want to talk to you about what we're doing, you know, with our company. You know, some of you are brand new. You're looking, saying, "What do you mean the new Invado?" Well, we've made some, you know, line in the sand decisions with our company, and we believe that it's going to be the reason why we are on a crash course to be a multi-billion-dollar company. And we know that for those of you that are on this line here today, I know that there's homes filled with people You know, even though we have a lot of folks, there's homes filled. So there's easily 500 to 1,000 people, you know, watching this right now worldwide. We've got people from the United States. We've got Canada. I know that we've got Sweden, Finland, Norway, you know, represented all over the world and more. But those are some markets I knew were plugging in, and you know, with respect to groups. And it's because we are a worldwide opportunity. And I want to tell you that the culture of our company, what we're all about helping people that get started make a career path out of our company, right? And you see that listed there. I'll tell you that the culture has to be about doing the right thing. The culture has to be and will continue to be about making sure that, you know, that you know, we have a real clear identity of ourselves and make sure that we're really impacting people in a positive way. I can tell you that communication is a big deal to us. You know, we need to make sure that we're always keeping our field, our valued field, in the loop on everything that is happening. And I can tell you that that communication, as our company becomes more and more international, is going to be language-based. So what I mean by that is, as many of you may have already seen, that you know, we're already making sure that all communication that leaves Invado is in English and in French. Spanish is coming behind that, and based on some of the flags you see down there, we're going to have to make sure as we end up expanding into the European market here real soon, you know, we're going to be making sure that those languages are covered as well. You know, when it comes to implementation, you know, we have drawn a line in the sand to make sure that any project that we work on, any service that we have today, any project that we're working on tomorrow is organized. Make sure that we always walk before we run, because we know that each and every single one of you is putting your relationship on the line by introducing other people to this, and we value that. We treat that with white gloves. And with Invado today and moving forward, I can tell you that it is very important that you know that we know this is a relationship business and that we value those relationships, and we're going to do our very best to make sure that as we implement, as we roll out different things, that there's a serious attention to quality. And if that means that we have to be slower to make sure it happens, I don't think there's anybody on this line that got involved with this company to become a superstar IR. Every one of you on this line is looking to go through that career path, hit those higher positions so you can enjoy the beauty and the fruits of what this opportunity can truly give you. You know, we have multi-viral marketing. We are a game changer. We are a pioneer in a whole new world. You know, Mark talked about it a little while ago where, you know, we are really one of the only companies, but we will not be the only for long. Okay? We are one of the only companies and soon to have many other followers that are going to get behind and say, you know what, I need to be involved with something viral. And let me just define quickly again what viral means to us. Now, viral means customers get customers. For 15 years, I was in the network marketing industry, and I never experienced that. The only way I acquired a customer or benefited from a customer was if I personally acquired that customer or somebody in my organization did. And I had a big team. Over 100,000 people I built over that time frame. But the only way for me to get customers was literally to build that team. So I had over 1 million customers between, you know, over that 15-year time frame. Have an opportunity where, how about you're not limited by the amount of reps that you have in your organization. It really is about how many customers your customers also get you to. In 2012, moving forward, people that get involved in a home-based business are going to say, I need viral. If you're introducing me to a business where customers are not leading me to customers, I'm not interested. That is going to be the shift in thinking that's going to happen across the home-based business industry across the world. It's going to happen. And with Invado, you absolutely have it. And not to mention, how about it's not just viral, but with respect to our lead product, we are free. You know, and again, it is about a career path. This is not about you getting involved today and literally what you're going to do over the next 7 days, 14 days, or 30 days. We're a company that is about where you're going to be over the next 1 to 2 years, because I'm sure everybody on this line would agree that if you get involved with this company on a spare part-time basis, you take it semi-serious in the beginning, at least serious while you're working it. That's the key. very serious in the shorter increments that you're working at, but we recognize it's part-time. We're not asking you to go full-time. What we're saying is you build this up, you get to a point where it's matching your income or further, you have choice, you can make a decision, and it's your decision. But I'm sure everybody would agree that if over time you end up in a position on a passive from a passive perspective where you're earning an income that begins rivaling your full-time income and it's passive in nature here, I don't think there's a person that wouldn't consider maybe I should make some moves. But if you don't, guess what? You'll walk into your office on Monday morning with a totally different attitude, a smirk on your face, because you believe, guess what? There's a lot that can, you believe that even if this didn't work out for me here at my corporate job, at least I've got Invado. That's what we're all about. Now, we have major announcements. I hope you're sitting down because we're about to help you explode your business. But in dancing, it takes two to tango. We're going to be the one. But are you willing to go on this ride with us? Are you willing to step up and meet us halfway? Because we can put announcements all day long out there, but if you don't step in, you don't do your part, right, with the help of people, well then really and ultimately you'll never really see the beauty of what can happen for yourself and your family. So let me first get into some product updates, okay? Product updates. First and foremost, Invado Energy. As you know, we market it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but our whole goal is to strengthen our offering. If you go and log into Invado events on Facebook, you'll notice that we just released some brand new rates. Our energy division is constantly talking to suppliers to make sure that we can offer the greatest rates, and I will tell you, we have upped that effort to the 10th power. And we just released, just yesterday, a new set of rates for New York, New Jersey, and Georgia. You can expect to see those kinds of efforts as we go in every market that we currently do energy in. So just know that that is a full-time job on our effort, but it's not on yours. All you need to do is acquire customers, and that's what you're getting involved with. That's the opportunity. You're able to leverage a staff of people that go out there and do this kind of negotiating for you. $499 to start a business is cheap when you consider everything you have an opportunity to leverage, and we have people at our corporate office that can help you get that, help get that done. Let me talk about Referdia 2.0. I'm not going to take too much time because I know that Sean Inks a little later is going to be talking about it. But I will tell you this, here's all we can tell you, is that we can't tell you much because we're in the process of patenting some concepts that absolutely will revolutionize the group buying industry. As a matter of fact, we can't even call it group buying. That's how out of this world it is. And anybody that's on this line now, if you've ever heard the term, the early bird gets the worm, if you've ever heard that concept, this is what I can tell you, and I know Sean is going to validate that a little bit later, is that anybody that waits till 2.0 to start is going to say, I wish I didn't wait. I want you to think about a multiplication example. I want you to think about multiplication, right? What happens after 2.0 is what you multiply against what you do before 2.0. So what's 0 times 5? 0. What's 0 times 100? 0. What's 0 times a million? 0. But if what you do before takes that 0 up, and you can start seeing that multiplication. So I'm going to leave that for my partners and friends that are going to be talking about that a little bit later. But I can tell you we've got massive things that are going to turn the whole group buying space upside down, no doubt. Now, let me talk about a product, our Invado Travel Club. Folks, we went around and myself and Jerry Balla and a few others, executives that are in the company, we went around and we started talking about ideas. We said, Mark talked about $19.95 a month and so on, and we went in and we started talking about, different perks. We wanted to take the club to the next level. All of a sudden, the ideas started flowing through our mind. Well, I can tell you this right now, that when we went and talked to our consultants about what it was we wanted to do, they turned to us and said, Andre, Jerry, Judd, all of you, guess what? You're not talking about a travel club anymore. You are taking this to the next level, and you are absolutely creating a vacation club. And there's so much more you can do as a company when it comes to vacation clubs and so on. So I'm here to announce that we are now, as of July 1, we are launching the Invado Vacation Club. It's a stronger club. It has more value, and you're going to see how it works right now. First and foremost, we are announcing that every 6 months, Invado representatives are going to have the ability to go with every single one of us to a luxury trip. We are going to schedule 2 luxury trips a year. We're going to announce on July 1 when our first one is, and I will tell you it will be the kind of trip you will never want to miss. It'll be the kind of trip that everyone is talking about across Invado, not just in the United States, not just in Canada, not just in Europe, who, by the way, we are also in a process of getting this up and running over there for them. And I'll tell you that it's going to be the spot of spots 2 times a year. Most of you on this line, you probably don't get a chance to travel, but I'll tell you what, thanks to Invado, you're going to have an opportunity to have 2 vacations a year, thanks to us. And what if we could take that to the next level? What if we gave you the opportunity to go for free on every single one of them? Here's the way it's going to work. Every time a vacation club customer is acquired, right, you're going to be in a position to be able to get luxury credits. If you earn 240 luxury credits, your trip is free. You just have to get there. But the actual land piece or the stay part is totally free, whether it's all-inclusive or whatever it is we're doing. And I can tell you we're not going to be doing things that are not fun and not out of this world. So earn 240 luxury credits. Your trip is going to be totally free. Each retail customer provides 1 luxury credit per month. Each retail customer you acquire. So this is personal acquisition. As you personally acquire customers in the vacation club, on the vacation club side of things, you will earn 1 luxury credit per month per customer. So if a customer's on the vacation club for a year, which will, is what their membership is, that will earn you over the course of that year 12 luxury credits. So what does that mean? How does it work? Well, it's real simple. The concept works like this. If you acquire and maintain 40 vacation customers, you will get to go on 2 Invado luxury vacations per year for life for free. I will say that again. If you acquire and maintain 40 vacation customers, right, and the reason is because 40 vacation customers over the course of 6 months, right, is going to be 240 credits. Now, you need to make sure that before a 6-month period starts, you have 40. I will also tell you that you can get more than 40 to get more credits. And when it comes time to the first trip, if you're short credits, you can pay the difference in cash. 40 vacation customers, and you get 2 luxury vacations per year for life, folks, for life. I don't know about you, but I don't know about an opportunity. We're talking about upgrading people's lives. Imagine being in a position where you can walk around your city, your state, your country, your province, right, and be able to tell people, thanks to Invado, I take 2 luxury trips a year covered. That's the kind of thing we're doing with Invado when we talked about making a vacation club. Now, here's some benefits that we're adding in to the vacation club. First is travel assistance. And on July 1, we're going to let you know all the different aspects. There's going to be different pieces that, from an assistance perspective, you're going to be able to take advantage of. It's going to make your trip better, more. You're going to have to worry about less, more involved, and I can tell you we're going to keep working on that and making sure we take it to the next level. Teledoc. Teledoc is a program where, look, some of you like to travel out of the country or different locations, and medical is a big deal. Well, imagine having included in the service, right, as a benefit, the opportunity to reach a doctor as quick as a phone call. You're on the phone with them. They walk you through you walk them through what's going on, and they can advise you properly. There's a lot in just those 2 things, just the travel assistance and the teledoc. I will tell you that you will see a tremendous amount. These 2 right here alone are absolutely loaded. They're loaded. These services alone could retail for $15 or $20 a month each, and they're included as a benefit with our new Invado Vacation Club. In addition to that is a Savers Guide, right? A Savers Guide where you're going to be able to get discounts from specific locations that you're going to. So imagine being able to get additional discounts besides what you paid for the trip, but other things, whether it's amenities or you name it. There's a tremendous amount. Again, we're going to give you details on July 1. This is just to give you the concept of what's going on. And then ultimately a loyalty program. Imagine this. Some of the reps have told us about our travel club. They've said, Andre, well, some people say to me, well, I want to, I'll do it, but let me wait until I travel, and then I'll get involved. Well, first of all, the first problem with that concept is I don't know too many people, the average American, average Canadian, average European, that thinks to themselves, let me join the club right now because I'm traveling a week from now. Most people vacation, when they plan a vacation, they plan it 6-8 months out. And the best savings are absolutely 100% later. Most of the time, it's planned out. So they want to start planning for it now. But what we're going to be doing is offering an opportunity where every single customer will be able to generate loyalty credits, very similar to how the luxury credits work, where how about every 6 months there will be a dollar amount that they will be able to, pretty significant dollar amount, they'll be able to use towards a future vacation. So there'll be a discount, an additional discount than what you see on the site because you're just in the club. And please know this, folks. You want to let people know. They say, well, why a club? Why a club? Because the more customers we have in a club, the more power we have to negotiate savings. So the savings that Mark was talking about earlier in the business presentation, that presentation is exciting, but that you can expect that some of those will increase over time simply because we have that many more members. So it's up to us to build that program and make it happen. Now, because we are offering so much more, because that's happening, let me just make sure the slides moved on. Yes, because that's happening, we needed to offer more. Now, I will tell you that every one of you on this webinar are going to see big things from this. But when we started looking at what other vacation clubs were doing, we are still well under them. The way it's going to work is a 12-month agreement, $49.95 a month with a $50 activation fee. Now, I will tell you that what you get from this with respect to, compared to other companies, we've been talking to different companies out there that are, I'm hearing that I'm breaking up. Is it better now? Hopefully. I seem to be coming in pretty good. Let me test something. Testing 1, 2. All right, I sound okay on my end. All right. We find ourselves in a position where with this membership, you have an opportunity to take advantage of so much more. It gives you an opportunity to go on luxury trips, and I can tell you that we're going to be seeing a tremendous amount of value through this, and it's all about those trips. We're going to have, look, we had some people in our company just come back from trips, and they can't stop talking about it. No doubt about it. Now, let me talk about what we're doing in June. You say, well, Andre, that's in July. What do I do in June? What's my value? Well, we want you to go get travel club customers. So here's the way it's going to work. In June 2012, for anybody that signs up this month prior to our vacation club scenario, what's going to happen is they're going to be able to get started with no activation now. In addition to that, they will get 3 months of the vacation club benefits at $19.95. So effectively, it's a $90 savings. So they will automatically become a vacation club member after. They will get 3 months. This month, it's still a travel club. Next month, the benefits will kick in, the credits kick in, all that good stuff kick in. You'll get the vacation club pricing at $19.95. They will get it for $19.95 for 3 months, and they will also be able to be a member of the vacation club without the activation fee. So there's a huge value for customers to become a member of our vacation club. We're also going to be introducing a brand new website with all this functionality on it. So you're going to be real excited with what you see. Invado has tremendous plans with what we're doing with the vacation club. All right? Now, let's talk about the commission value. People say, well, wait a minute. How does it work? Well, we know that the commission value today is, I believe, $6, right? Well, how about as of July 1, it becomes a $10 commission value. $10 that's pumping in. Now, we are also going to run real exciting promotions on this because of on acquisition and so on. But understand what happens. People say, well, what does $10 mean? Well, look, if you're an IR, every time you acquire a customer, it's worth 50 cents per month. And again, somebody else is going to be doing compensation plan training later. You'll be able to learn more about it. CTLs, your whole group. As your group acquires, it's a 50-cent residual per month on every Vacation Club customers. ETLs, you can make up to $1 per month in your whole downline. You see why people want to go and actually hit higher positions. Look at this. As a regional marketing director, up to $2, $4.50 at NMD, and up to $5.50 of that commission value for being an SVP. You see why people want to get promoted? Because as you get to higher positions, you can imagine higher volumes are happening. Very, very exciting. Now, compensation plan. I'm not going to get into it, but I will let you know. You may have noticed on the BOM earlier, we have made a compensation plan enhancement. We are not in the business of changing, but we knew that in order for us to get where we needed to go, we needed to make sure we steered the ship in the right direction and stick to it. And so the philosophy, you'll get an update later on how the exact breakdown of the comp plan works. But I will tell you this, and I said it before, and I'm going to say it again, and I've been telling everybody I can this. Anybody who has plans on staying in IR is probably in the wrong company. If your plan is to become a CTL or higher, you're going to be very happy. Every single position is going to see a massive increase in pay. So you're going to see that a little bit later, so I encourage you to stay with us as we continue. Now let me talk about the Enhanced Premium Business Assistant. I'm going to try to pick up my pace here, right? The Enhanced Premium Business Assistant. Now, your business overhead is $49.95 per month. That's $1.60 a day. We have many new features, including the old ones. Let me fly through the old ones because I think everyone knows it. First of all, feature number one that every one of you are familiar with is a back office, right? So you can go into your back office, you can click around, you can get reporting, check your commissions, and so on. The second feature is Team Tracker and Dashboard. This is a visual reporting tool and gives you an opportunity to see a lot more. You can actually go in and watch your organization grow, do even more detailed visual reporting, and this is included in the PBA, as many of you already know. Feature number three is you get your landing pages. I only gave one example here, but how about being in a position where you get your own landing page for Referdia and Invado, where it's just my.referdia.com/alias, and then the same with Invado, and you can funnel people to these sites, and they can actually sign up, as a customer. So it's an online opportunity for people to take advantage of, our services and learn more about our business, and even potentially sign up as a rep. All right, now here's the new stuff. Feature number 4 that is in the PBA. This is a PBA functionality. The waiting room returns. I know that many of you that have been involved with Invado for a while, you remember the waiting room. Let me just break that down. First of all, you have 10. What happens is every time a rep signs in your business, only for PBA members, if you're on the PBA, you now can actually, you can actually have a rep go into a waiting room, and it can take 10 days. 10 days, and you can then place that rep wherever you want in the downline. If the rep certifies within 10 days, and it's still in your waiting room, then the sponsor ends up getting paid, and that's you, because they're in your waiting room. But if you move the rep into a different organization and then they certify after that, that rep gets the certification pay. So the point is, when the rep gets certified, the system goes in and looks at the rep and says, who are they, what are they, and then places them, pays accordingly. All right. Now, again, this is a tool in your back office that is being turned on as we speak. It's a PBA feature. And then again, the tab is locked to the sponsor. That means that if the rep is in your waiting room, you're the sponsor. As soon as it leaves your waiting room, somebody else is the sponsor, if you place it other than yourself. What's feature number 5? This is a big one, folks. And this is a promo we're running just to see how it runs. But if you guys do things the right way, which I know everybody in Invado does, who knows? But the promo ends August 31st, but this is a feature within the PBA. It's called Infinite Certification. Right? Now, we are going back to 10 points in order to implement this, because the 8-point deal that we had before was a promotion. But we're going back to 10 because of the introduction of vacation and infinite certification, which is only a feature that you get with the PBA. Now, here's how it works. How about this, folks? No time limit for certification. Any rep that gets certified in your group, again, if you have PBA, you can get paid. This is standard certification. Under 30 days is 100% of the certification. I'm sorry, of the cab. So when a cab gets released, right, if the rep gets certified in under 30 days, 100% of that customer acquisition bonus is paid out. Okay? Now, if you're on PBA, these two apply. If you're not, you only can get paid on 30-day certification. However, from 31 to 90, you have the ability to get a rep in your group certified, and 50% of that cab value will be paid out. You'll learn more about this in the comp plan. 91 plus days and out. How about if it goes past 91 to infinity? Any rep that gets certified after 90 days is 25%. The only two things you need to note at this time is, for now, 31-day plus certifying points can only be travel and or vacation. It can only be that for now. Now, we are doing some things on the energy side and on the Refer to You 2.0 side where we'll be able to add more things. But for now, travel/vacation are the only, and the reason I say travel and vacation is it's travel in June and it's vacation in July. And then the certifying rep must be a travel vacation customer. And again, that's for now until some of those other things happen. So keep that in mind. You'll get more communication about it. But we are, as far as I know, the only company in the industry that has an infinite certification. When you ask somebody else in any other company, they'll tell you, well, I have to do something in 30 days or 40 days. How about we have a gazillion days? Value of the PBA. And finally, here's number 6, a big one. The vacation club is included still. So how about you get the $49.95 a month value? There's no activation fee. You just get it with the PBA. We're throwing in all the benefits with it. And I'm sure you'd agree, now there's an even greater value. So the $49.95 a month PBA does not increase because of Vacation Club. It stays the same. So you have a huge opportunity there. I will tell you, though, luxury credits do not count with PBA. Only external customers do we do the luxury credits and the loyalty scenario, because we're passing that savings already to you within the PBA. Because remember, there's a lot of cost to operate a back office and all the other things that you're seeing in here already. Now, let's talk about the last 2 things I've got, and then I'm going to introduce our next guest speaker. We've got some promotions, and I'm telling you, one of them we've already announced, but I don't think everybody knows how it works. So I'm going to explain it right now, and then the other is going to blow you away, and we'll get into training on how you can get all of it. First is called the Jumpstart Promotion, right? The Jumpstart Promotion. This is already in your back office. Here's how it works. Every time a new rep, a new IR, comes in with PBA, what happens is it generates a $40 amount that goes into what we're calling a builder pool. So every rep from May 14th to June 30th. So this has started already weeks ago. And everything that happens in the month of June, every time a brand new distributor gets started with the PBA, we will throw in, as a travel customer, we will throw in a $40 amount into a pool. 100% of this pool will be paid out. 100% will be paid out. Now, the other thing that happens when this occurs is the sponsor gets a jumpstart point. That's what happens. Okay? So that absolutely 100% is the case. You get one jumpstart point and $40 goes into a pool. And then this chart applies. If you, by the end of that range of May 14th to the 30th, over that whole basically 45-day period, 46 it seems like, right? If you get 2 or 3 jump start points, which depends on how many times this happens for you personally, that's 1 share of the pool, and that share value will be determined after June 30th. If you get to 4 or 5, it's 2. Look what happens at 6 and 7. It doubles to 4, more value. 8 and 9 is 8. And how about 10 plus is 16 shares in the pool? Imagine that over the course of that 45-day period, 1,000 people do this. That would mean $40,000 is in this pool. How much do you think it'd be worth getting to these share values? There's some people in this company. This applies to every representative in our company today, starting and beyond. That's how it works. All right. In addition to that, when you do 5, we decided to throw in, if you do 5, besides what your shares are worth, we'll throw in a $500 kickback in addition to. If you do 10, besides the 16 shares and what that's worth, we'll give you $1,000 cash. So we got some people that got some serious things they want to be doing. But hold on. We made a decision to do something else. And in lieu of the fact that we are in the Olympics are happening this year, we can't let London have all the fun. This is a chance for each and every single one of you to represent your own city. This is called the 90-day run. You have a huge opportunity to be able to represent your marketplace, and we want to see who's going to hit ETL the quickest. The challenge is on, and we want to know who the fastest reps are. So as you know, in any race, there's a heat, and you have different heats. And in heat number 1, let me show you how this works. Okay? In heat number 1 is any rep that gets started. Any IR, only IRs can participate in this. Any IR that starts the race on June 1st or June 15th, through June 1st through June 15th, you are in the race. The gun goes off. You say, well, what do I got to do? What am I racing? Well, to ETL. However, the race duration, you have to finish the race. How do I finish the race? You achieve ETL within 90 days. But you have to have a minimum of 3 travel vacation customers, and we are allowing your own personal travel vacation customer to count, yourself. So it's yourself and 2 others. And as long as you finish the race and achieve ETL within 90 days, you finish, you place. If you do it in 91 days, the fans went home and no one knows you crossed. You have 90 days from the date you start if you're a June 1st to June 15th rep. Now, what happens if you place? Well, here's what happens. The first 5 to get it done will earn $1,000. I don't care if it takes you 65 days. If you're number 1 or 5, 1,000. The second 5 will make $750. The third 5 will make $500. The fourth 5 will make $250. And anyone else that places, that means you finished the race by achieving ETL within 90 days and you had a minimum of 3 travel vacation customers, you're in. You've crossed the line and you get a bonus. We're just paying more if you run. So I can tell you right now, we're very serious about seeing who's going to make it happen. And again, anyone who signs up on June 16th is not in the race. And if we decide to do another one, we may or we may not. We might wait until the next Olympics. We may never do it. But I'll tell you right now, we want to know who the fastest sprinters are in our company that start between this date. So for those of you that are above these folks, if you're in the business and you're not in that date range, what a great opportunity for you to get your business kicked off as well, even further, by introducing this